What's up, Scorpio? This is going to be your love check-in for the first 2 weeks of November. Happy birthday to my Scorpios that are celebrating this season. This is for my Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell. If you want to keep up with me as I do offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There is a big wait for a reading with me, so if you wanted to explore your options, I put links to my affiliates Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5-minute reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus 10 if you deposit 20. Check them out if you feel called to do so, and otherwise if you wanted to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Scorpio, I'm going to do my usual check-in. Person on your mind, how do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the first 2 weeks of November. Sorry, guys, that I'm sniffling. I'm quite cold in this room. I apologize. To anyone that's new, the reason why I say potential is because on this channel I infuse manifestation, law of assumption into my channel, and my readings are just check-in points. They're just check-ins into the version of Scorpio and the version of your specific person and the connection that you, Scorpio, have manifested and selected out of the infinite that are available right now. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Everything on the outside is a reflection of your state of consciousness, of which there are infinite versions of Scorpio. And therefore, if you would like to manifest this differently, your desires are absolutely meant for you. You can manifest it differently by shifting your focus, your awareness, and the version of you that you're being, and the version of the specific person that you are selecting. And the circumstances must shift. The circumstances don't matter, guys. Okay, so please take a look at some of the other stuff that I posted, my lives, my content, and also some of the great coaches online, or you can read Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, and I teach as I go. Okay, Scorpio, how's this person feeling as we move into the first 2 weeks of November? I saw a 4 of Cups, and I saw an Ace of Cups and a Devil. So I feel like there's a strong attraction, Scorpio. There's a wanting to have a new start or a rebirth after maybe a bit of a disappointment, or there could be this feeling of maybe emotional rejection between the two of you. So let me have a look. Well, there's 10 of Swords, so that seems disappointing. 7 of Wands, but persistence, and a return. 8 of Cups in the reverse. So this person wants to return to you, Scorpio. 10 of Swords, there could have been a bad ending or a painful cycle. There could have been a little bit of a defensiveness to date between the two of you. Seems to be that they not ready to walk away. Devil card, very strong attraction, can be very strong attachment as well. So let's take a look what's going on. There's regret here. So maybe there's something, like regret between you and them, what was said, what was done, or this could also be past losses. The other thing that's coming through is that maybe there's been a painful cycle between the two of you, Scorpio, where there's a defensiveness, and that could be a projection of old issues. Like 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups is in the background. Could be that you have a nice connection with this person when it's nice, but maybe this person has a lot of loss in their past, and that causes a rift between the two of you. They don't want to walk away, but we do have Knight of Wands in the reverse. Could be a bit stop, start, passion, and chemistry, but that can be kind of the shadow Knight, so maybe it's been more focus on that, less on love. And I did see Ace of Cups when I was shuffling. I always trust what I'm channeling in the opening anyway, because it's more the channeling and then the cards will confirm. They do want some kind of a rebirth. So maybe this person has been holding back a little bit, or they're guarding their heart, and that's due to past loss. And the dynamic has been a bit kind of hot and cold, stop start, and maybe they want to do like a redo. Now, more relevant, Scorpio, A is going to be what you want. B, I have to say it on my read, sorry to bore my regulars, their thoughts and feelings are going to change when we step into a different version and a different reality for you, because whatever thoughts you're projecting onto them, they're going to take on new thoughts and feelings about you and the situation, and they can come in completely different. This is manifesting, okay? So They're not a robot. It's just that they're projecting a state of consciousness. And you can walk away from this reading today and decide to project completely new thoughts and assumptions onto them. Okay, so let's have a look. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Some of you are separated by water or distance. They definitely are not ready to disconnect, and they want to move things into a better time after there's been difficulty. As I said, Knight of Pentacles. Could have been connected to this person for a while. The Knight of Pentacles also is a slow and steady knight. But the intention of that knight, whilst it's been Knight of Wands in the reverse, the intention of the knight is to move towards something stable. So if the Knight of Wands in reverse to date, it's been more passion and fun and less, you know, working towards a common goal for stability. This person wants that. Now, the other thing that I'm getting is you could be dealing with a situation where past betrayal, you know, for example, if this person has a story where they've been betrayed or they've been hurt in some way, you know, by, say, Knight of Wands in the reverse, if we're going to give it a label, maybe this person has an assumption that people only want to play with them, or they cheat on them, or they're players. There could have been a projection or a dynamic between the two of you. Conversely, Scorpio, you might have that. Maybe you both have that story and there's a defensiveness between the two of you. But this person's intentions is to build something solid. That's what they want. So they see unfulfilled potential. Magician card is in the reverse. But it's like you're needing to move beyond the past between the two of you. If there's been any kind of defensiveness or pain, or the past, or both, I would argue. Now, Scorpio, you don't have to wait for this person to let go of their past or heal or change. You just need to affirm for a healthy, healed version, and then affirm for the connection that you want, okay? You guys who watch me regularly know that. Okay, Page of Swords. They're watching you, Scorpio. They have their eye on you. Analysis. So if you are at a distance, this person watching you online, they're observing the situation. They're thinking about the situation. Maybe they're also thinking about what they want to let go of from the past, if there is past pain or betrayal. And this is also about a reach out. So a lot of you might get communication from this person. Page of Swords, all right? 5 of Swords, because they want to release some tension. All right, if there has been a clash or a conflict between the two of you, or you haven't been seeing eye to eye, or communication issues, I feel this would be a resolution of those issues. Let me see what that 5 of Swords is. Yeah, and the 4 of Cups I saw while I was channeling. So resolution of those issues and the feeling of disappointment. If their behavior has been disappointing for you, Scorpio, I feel like they want to move past that. If, they have been defensive in some kind of a way because they have some kind of an issue here where they were feeling emotionally rejected, I feel that they're observing the situation and they want to put in the effort and move past that, if that makes sense. I feel like this person might have a challenge to confidence, okay, and something between the two of you. There could have been ego clashes, but it's more so that this person has some confidence issues in relation to brokenheartedness, maybe exes. They're also, I guess, hoping if you have sort of disconnected or there's a little bit of distance, they're feeling hurt about that. So I really do feel like this person wants to move things along in a better direction, okay? Let me have a look at you, Scorpio, and then I'm going to get the oracles on like a little bit more detail. We've got Virgo, Gemini energy, Leo energy. Yeah. I mean, this person could have gone through some kind of a separation that was very painful. I mean, I just saw the Justice card, or maybe you, Scorpio, that's about marriage, divorce, legal matters. But maybe you also feel that something needs to be more balanced and fair in this situation if you've had some kind of a clash with this person. So let's have a look. How does Scorpio feel about this person? 6 of Cups. So you have warm memories and feelings about this person. You may want to reconcile issues with this person. And I just saw the 8 of Cups in the reverse from a different deck, and the Ace of Cups. So you're not ready to walk away from this person. Maybe you also, Scorpio, are hoping for a return. Now, Scorpio, I have to emphasize again, and people that don't understand conscious manifesting and or manifesting generally, the mechanics, won't yet know what I'm saying. You did manifest all of this consciously or unconsciously. So we need to focus on what you want. Even this person, so you both mutually, I think, have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. You're not ready to disconnect altogether. And maybe you've been manifesting the return consciously or unconsciously. Now let's focus on what you actually want. And if there's anything undesirable, we need to only put our focus on what's desirable, the preferred reality, the preferred version. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, Emperor card. Scorpio, some of you are dealing with a situation that involves children. You could be working very hard, focused on your work, or you could be aware that this person is a boss or very focused on their work or their career. This is also about taking control of matters and wanting to put more effort and work into potentially this situation. Either you want them to do that or you're willing to do that, because there has been a harshness, Knight of Swords. Some of you, there's been erratic behavior, or this is like Shadow, Knight of Swords. So that could be the bad ending. There's been a defensiveness or an erratic kind of a stop, or the communication can get a bit harsh. Reactivity, okay? But Nine of Cups. Well, some of you, there's reactivity over drinking. I don't mean, it doesn't have to be alcoholism, guys, but this could be overindulgence, or this could be negative assumptions about one another. Nine of Cups. You know, if you're dealing with a situation where betrayal is a past issue, and there's all these losses, there could be defensiveness and negative assumptions being ping-ponged back and forth, right? But otherwise, this would be about joy and fun and having a good time. So maybe you do feel like this person, you have a good time with them. And then you've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe you're not sure, though, Scorpio, whether this can lead to your Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you've had a breakdown of a Ten of Pentacles, okay? And this is like, you're not sure if this is, particularly with the dynamic, the way that it is, maybe this is triggering for you in some kind of a way, or you're doubting that this person shares the same vision, or you're still processing a loss in connection to a Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Some of you have some issues in relation to a father figure. I'm not trying to Freud you, it's just coming up because it's the Emperor. Or maybe you're aware this person has some daddy issues and they react some kind of a way. All of it also, again, relevant but not relevant. Context, accurate for the current situation if it's your story, but it's circumstantial. So we're filtering everything anyway from our state, and people are our projections, so we can absolutely step into the reality where we're just getting the nice bits. Sounds naive, guys, but it will make sense if you look into law of assumption. Okay, yeah, Hanged Man, you want to come unstuck. Okay, so there may be a pause, kind of an energy between the two of you. And then you have Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. You seem to want loyalty, stability, commitment. If you've had loss of that in the past, maybe you're thinking now about having a new start. Finances is coming up heavy here, Ace of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you also want this person to put more effort into building something stable with you, and the way they're coming across, maybe they're not appearing that way. Now again, Scorpio, if you want this person to show up more stable, etc., you just need to change your dominant assumption about the situation. So you need to say, no, they're so stable. We're in the most loyal, committed, stable relationship. I mean, loyalty, maybe there is an issue here of negative assumptions around betrayal, and that could be because of past relationship baggage. But that, if that's the past, Scorpio, and you make negative assumptions knowingly or unknowingly, people come in and then they morph into what we assume. And people make comments all the time on the videos, not all the time, guys, but they sometimes make comments like, well, I didn't assume this and that. It's not conscious, okay? That's why I'm telling you 4D precedes the 3D. So what we need to do is we need to deny anything that's happened before, or what we start to, what's undesirable, and just start selecting what's preferable. Choose new thoughts in alignment with what is your most ideal reality, version of a connection, version of a person. This person, I just think that there's a lot of defensiveness and guardedness between the two of you, and maybe you both have an old story. I mean, there's stress and anxiety, Four of Pentacles. Maybe there are financial matters at play here, and so career is a big deal. Or there's fears and insecurities. You know, you might feel like this person withholds, and then that triggers something in you. Maybe this person feels you're withholding because you're career focused, and then they react and get defensive and make negative assumptions. I don't know. So look, anxiety, hold on or let go, maybe. Commit, don't commit. That could be another issue. Are your visions aligned, for example? I mean, look, there's a lot going on in the mind here. 8 of Swords, and guess why, Scorpio? You're mirroring this person. Sorry, you're mirroring this person. 8 of Swords is fears, limiting beliefs, and it's mental. Okay? And why? 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. So I think you both have losses in your past. Now, we don't have to, like I said, worry about that they're all, you know, crying over spilt milk or whatever it is. We just got to say, what's your story? If you have negative assumptions about love and how people show up in love, or you're still trapped in fear because limiting beliefs about self, maybe you've had past experiences that were not nice, or you've lost a lot, and then there's fears of not being good enough, or whatever it is, or loyalty, or anything it is. Just pick a new story and project that onto the situation, make new assumptions. Either way, you should do that for yourself, Scorpio, if there's a self-concept issue. But this person will absolutely come in and mirror more of what you desire. But the 8 of Swords is very much limiting beliefs. And maybe also you're going around, if you have had a row about this person, maybe you're holding on to that because that's the 4 of Pentacles and that causes stress. So there's things weighing on this situation. You're mutually observing each other, Page of Swords, watching. And I do think that there's going to be communication, but I think that there's questions around, you know, you wanting to feel really good within yourself, maybe being very career oriented, or is it 9 of Pentacles? Because perhaps you kind of, the 10 of Pentacles is here, which comes after the 9, but maybe you're feeling like you're not sure if you're ready to do that 10 of Pentacles if you've been disappointed before. And something in this dynamic between the two of you then has like maybe erupted or confirmed a fear. But you can turn that around in a second, Scorpio. So look at letting go of the old story. Also look at topics like specific person conform. Look at the lives that I've done before. It will explain it to you if you want this person. Okay? I'm going to get some oracles on the situation. Page of Swords, watching. And 8 of Cups, this person could return. It could be a message or communication. You had 8 of Cups in the reverse as I was shuffling. I really do feel like there's a reconnect if there's been any disconnect. Yeah, let me see what they want with you now as we move into the first 2 weeks of November. Netflix and chill, friends with benefits. So it hasn't been committal today, Scorpio. Some of you are like leaving behind something and you're sort of staying single. Now that could be something that is causing contention, right? Between the two of you. Are we on the same page? Do we want the same thing? And Scorpio, if you want more and this person has been on guard and hasn't let go of the past and is like, I'm not ready, you can absolutely affirm, no, they're ready for me now. You've manifested that as well. I'm just saying. You just need to decide what you want. If you only want friends with benefits, guys, I'm not here to judge or qualify. You can manifest fucking anything you want. Look into it. But the friends with benefits has come out. But I said to you, with that Knight of Pentacles, it is the slow and steady. So maybe this is caution to go into something committed. And maybe there is defensiveness, but that can turn on a dime as well, guys. I mean, and even if this person has said, oh, it's taking me time to get over something, people change their mind in a moment. You know, you just got to change your assumption. No, they're ready. They're ready. Okay, they're ready for me now. Look at Sammy Ingram. Okay, I always just recommend Sammy, guys, because really she is the queen of manifesting and she really simplifies it. I don't want to overcomplicate manifesting for you guys, and these are just check-ins and we can identify if there are certain issues that you want to address, right? Let's have a look. Okay, pop up. What does this person want? They want to reach out. They're going to reach out. There could be a surprise run-in, reach out, visit. They want to see you. Yeah, stubborn. There's been an inflexibility between the two of you. Seven of Wands. That's also like standing your ground. So maybe you have like arguments with this person. Maybe they feel you've been stubborn or inflexible. I don't know. Power struggles. It does say roller coaster. This also says toxic addiction, connection. I think that maybe the communication has gotten potentially for some of you like toxic, not nice, but it's been projection from old toxic connections. I don't see this as a toxic connection, Scorpio, okay? Let's have a look. Spotlight, self-absorbed, toxic love, drama, intimacy, passion, coming into union, chemistry, missing you, reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues. There's a wanting to resolve issues. There's going to be a reach out, Scorpio. I think that any toxicity between the two of you is coming from old toxicity. And again, I'm not giving you shit, Scorpio. We manifest everything into our reality. If you don't want them, don't worry about them, okay? But if you want them, you can have the much more elevated version of this by changing the story, the dominant assumptions. I think that, you know, if this is not the first time that you have had certain fears or you know, limit, you know, the mirror is sort of wavering and morphing up and down, because this says love, hate. Maybe 1 minute you feel that this person is one way, and then the next minute, and this is again, like you can shift in and out of state. So there could be 8 of Swords and 5 of Cups. This is old stuff preying on the mind. And if you've gone through something before, like the ending to a 10 of Pentacles, you know, the mirror can morph into the monster of the past, but it's one version of you and one state of consciousness. So there is a version of you, Scorpio, that doesn't have limiting beliefs and has always had healthy relationships and always only experiences consistent, loyal, loving relationships and all of that, okay? You'll need to go outside of this channel and do more research or watch what I've posted specifically on law of assumption, but it will make sense to you. Either way, reach out, resolving issues on this timeline. So make what you will of that, Scorpio. I mean, I can grab you guys a romance angel and let's see. Okay, you deserve love. You are lovable. The 4 of Cups energy that I was picking up to come out came out over here. This person has a trigger point around not feeling enough, not feeling lovable. And you equally might be feeling that way. And that's sort of been the trigger point. Because the spotlight, self-absorbed. You know, you could feel that each other is self-absorbed, like wanting more from one another. Now, if you want this person to give you more, all you need to say is, oh my God, they dote on me, they love me, they adore me. Okay, they will change. So your story about them, you have to change the story about them. But there's a trigger point here in this particular connection about not being lovable, not being enough, and that's an old story, and I think it's been experienced in old relationships, and there's been a retreat and a disconnect. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So if there is distance, this person may want to organize a trip or a holiday, see you in person. We had the in-person and reconcile, or otherwise, you know, this could be reconnecting. We're heading towards Thanksgiving, so reconnecting now around the holiday time, or this could just be renewal of the love, which was the Ace of Cups I was picking up at the beginning. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Now, some of you might be doubting that because you have felt betrayed in some kind of a way, or maybe they doubt you in some kind of a way. But there's opportunity here, I think, to shift this. Children, your love life is being affected by children. I think I said that earlier in the read. So there could be children in the mix, exes in the mix. Children could be a priority. Finances could be a priority. Maybe there's disagreement about having children, and that's an issue that needs to be resolved. Otherwise, the children card as well, the wounded inner child, that then has manifested some toxic ex dynamics, and now potentially issues are coming up between the two of you. But either way, Scorpio, you can take all of this and just fuck it all away from the minute you see this reading and just like re-script the whole thing. It's just a check-in. All right, guys. All right, Scorpio, I hope that was helpful and resonated for some of you, and I'm sending you so much love, and I will check in 2 weeks' time.